In this video, we will be discussing what the smarter and better managed trucking companies are doing to hire and retain their better drivers. Sit back, relax, and watch this video all the way through. There is a gold mine of information here, so don't miss out. We will also be going over what the better trucking companies are doing to operate more efficiently and thereby cut costs. Don't lose sight of the fact that these same cost-saving strategies work for owner-operators as well. In this day and age, no one can afford to keep tossing money out the window just to watch it fly away.
Yeah, Jim, it's been a rough ride lately. Too many trucks, not enough freight. It's like trying to catch fish in a dried-up pond.
Ain't that the truth, my friend? Rates are down, costs are up, and inflation's still snapping at our wallets. But some outfits are still trucking strong. They're cutting costs without cutting corners, and the better companies have been able to hold on to their better drivers.
Exactly. I was reading an article over on FreightWaves. They said smart carriers are treating efficiency like it's gold. Mac Valley Transportation, for instance, started reworking their fuel optimizer. One change, just eliminating a single truck stop per month, saved them tons on fuel and reduced accident risk.
Yeah, I saw that same article. It was a good one. In that article, they made a point that many drivers don't realize. It's a fact that most accidents don't happen out on the open road. They happen at truck stops when a driver is tired and not paying as much attention as he or she should, or when a driver is in too much of a hurry. So avoiding those unnecessary stops. That's money and safety.
And don't forget about those darn toll roads. Some of the smarter companies are route planning around them when possible. FleetOwner.com reported one outfit saves 6 figures annually just by dodging toll-heavy corridors.
Yeah, wasn't it Ben Franklin that said, "A penny saved is a penny earned"? Makes real-world sense to watch those expenditures on fuel and tolls. They can certainly add up to big savings or big losses on your bottom line, that's for sure. In that other article you were talking about, I saw where Royal Jones from Mac Valley told Landline Media, "If I can't ask customers for more pennies, then I gotta save pennies. A penny per mile saved is $150,000 a month." Sounds like Mr. Royal Jones is a fan of old Ben Franklin.
Shoot, want to talk about the cost of fuel? I remember back when diesel hit nearly $6 a gallon. We started running lighter, less idling, slower speeds. That alone stretched our fuel mileage by 8%. Drivers complained at first until they saw how much it was saving, which in turn led to nice bonus checks for the drivers.
Speaking of bonuses, let's talk about how these companies are keeping their drivers around. Because what good is saving money if all your truck drivers are jumping ship?
Yup, right. Dewey Pile, a nearly 100-year-old family business, they listened to their drivers. They created a fuel-saving competition. Terminals compete on lowest idle time. It got drivers involved, excited even.
Now, that's a smart thing for a trucking company to do. Drivers don't just want to be told what to do. They want to be part of the mission plan. When you respect your drivers, they respect the company back.
And how about Old Dominion? They've been working closely with shippers, changed how items are labeled, used electronic bills. That saves time at docks, cuts down on claims, and boosts accuracy.
That's the difference right there. A lot of companies are just hauling freight, up and down the highway, without any kind of vision at all when it comes down to where they want to be as a company. Meanwhile, the better trucking companies out there are 4 or 5 steps ahead. They know where they want to be, and they have a solid plan on how to get there. They play chess while the others play checkers.
And here's the kicker. Many of these companies are still investing even now. CCJ Digital reported that ITS Logistics is opening new hubs, installing automation and real-time tracking. They're not sitting still.
Yep, the real winners out there don't wait for the market to get better. They done prepared for it ahead of time. And yeah, we got to mention the elephant in the room. What the Biden economy did, not only to the trucking industry, but to the country as a whole.
Don't get me started, Jim. With Biden in office, inflation was up over 20%. Tires, oil, parts, everything was sky high. And on top of that, they wanted us to switch over to electric trucks. What were they thinking?
Exactly. That crazy all-electric truck mandate was so short-sighted. No thought process was put into it at all. Hey, was it Newton that came up with the law of motion? It's been a bit since I was in school, but if memory serves, it was Newton that said, For every action, there is an equal and opposite reaction. I think Newton's law of motion kind of falls in line with a different kind of motion, and it's one that we have all heard about somewhere along the line. I'm talking about the old domino effect. Think about the ripples and waves that would have gone through the trucking industry, beating down companies and drivers alike, hitting from all angles. In prototypes, all-electric trucks only had a driving range of about 300 miles before needing to be recharged. Think about what this limitation would do to a driver's 14-hour clock. Think what the added cost would have been to trucking companies that would be forced to buy more trucks and hire more drivers to deliver the same amount of freight as they once did. Think about the cost of the all-electric trucks, which are roughly 4 times more expensive than a diesel-powered truck. Think about the possible out-of-route miles a driver could end up having trying to find a charging plug that is big truck size approved. What no one is talking about is the sheer weight of those electric truck batteries. Estimates say the added empty weight would be somewhere between 16 and 20,000 pounds. More empty truck weight means less freight you can haul, which means less money per haul. As I mentioned earlier, it's the domino effect. Don't know who is really running things, but I'm sure glad they are gone. A whole lot of trucking companies out here that are struggling just to keep their trucks roadworthy. I talked to a buddy of mine last week. He shelled out almost $7,000 just to keep his DEF system running. Ain't no small fleet can afford that every few months.
Like Dean Crook from DAT said on Transport Topics, this market feels like late 2019 all over again. Soft demand, too many trucks, and low rates. The good news is that the American Trucking Association projects a 1.6% growth in truck volumes for 2025 after a period of decline under the Biden administration. While rates are currently constrained, the experts out there in the financial markets anticipate potential rate increases, with some predicting a market flip later in 2025, driven by carrier exits and potential increases in e-commerce and retail demand.
So what can we do? If you're a driver, take note. Work for a company that optimizes fuel, listens to drivers, pays drivers a fair rate, even in tough times, and it's a company that keeps investing in the future.
That's how you know a company is in it for the long haul and not just trucking for today, they're building for tomorrow. You got to do your homework and find yourself a good company to work for. Don't be shy. Ask other drivers how the company they are working for is treating them.
That's it right there, Bernie. Trucking's always been about grit, grind, and getting it done. But now it's about doing it smarter, and that starts with making sure you're on the back of a good horse. Not one that keeps trying to buck you off any way it can.
Y'all drop us a comment. Are you with a good company, one that treats you right? What's your company doing to survive in these down times? You got ideas? We want to hear them.
Don't forget to like, subscribe, and ring that notification bell. Don't be a stranger. Come visit anytime. I promise we will be right here bringing you straight talk from the road.
Stay safe out there, drivers. Watch your mirrors, check your tires, and keep that left door closed.
Take care and be well, my friend.